and a half. I apologize, YouTube. I started the live stream, but YouTube has all this stupid nonsense you gotta click on before it actually starts streaming. And so I thought you guys were streaming, and you weren't. So I just caught myself a nice bass, but there you go. GoPro, start recording. So they are hitting on the blue and white Guggen jerkbait. Oops, got another one. He's a dinker. I just lost him. He's a dinker, but at least we know they're hitting on him now. So we just landed about a pound, maybe a pound and a half. And I just lost a little dink. There seems to be a little school holding up by this tree fall here. So I think I'm going to just kind of hang out here and see if I can find another decent fish or two before we move on to a new spot. Water's nice and clear. It's kind of got a blue and white shiny bait. Caught big sister, and I just had a little baby brother on here. Maybe that's a good sign of things to come. Loosen my drag back up. Now I have caught a few nice fish in this spot in the past. I mean, when I say this spot, I mean literally on this bank. As I was saying earlier, this is the lake where Carrie hooked up her 6-pound bass a few years ago. That was exciting. So we got one in the boat, about a pound and a half, and we lost a little dink. Do a few more casts. If nothing else hits on this, we'll roll over to a new spot. It's definitely a lot. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah, there is a school of fish living under this down tree. Ah, I just lost him at the boat. Just lost him at the boat. How do you lose a fish on 2 treble hooks? Anyhow, they're hanging underneath this tree. Let's see if we can get another one. I really thought I set the hook better than that. Guess I need to yank the shit out of it. So for those of you just joining, I landed about a pound and a half bass. I thought I was live streaming, but it was still in the pre-stream stage. I'm used to TikTok's live stream, not YouTube, so it wasn't actually streaming. It was kind of sitting there waiting for me to hit the third time. So we have one about a pound and a half, and I lost 2 little dinks at the boat. But I think they're holding up underneath this tree over here. So we're throwing this Guggen jerkbait. Water's super clear today. Probably about 85 degrees out here in the sun. I'm not sure what the water temperature is. I haven't had a fish finder working out here in a while. I'll flip the screen around so you guys can see what I'm throwing on. A little down tree over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because of the sunlight. There's literally a down tree here. They seem to be holding up under it. Pulled 3 out of here. I don't know how many more are left. Obviously those 3 are going to be skittish now, so they're not going to hit on it again. Cast over here, see if there's anything else holding up over here. That's a good sign. I've only been out here for about 15 minutes and I already caught 1 and lost 2, so definitely a good sign. I might flip the camera back around so you guys can, actually I'm going to probably, no, let's try a few more casts and we'll circle around the shoreline, see if there's something else hitting. I can get you guys out of the sunlight. A few more casts and we'll go around. We'll keep going. There's about 3 separate lakes in this canal system, so we got plenty of places to go. In a little bit of time we have. Let me see if I can brighten my screen so I can. Oh, my screen brightness is all the way up. Looks like. Yep. YouTube's just something to the screen apparently. Fish are biting. Appreciate y'all stepping in. If you could hit that like button on the corner of the screen, that'd be great. I'd appreciate it. And if you prefer that I flip this camera around so you can see me opposed to what I'm throwing on, just let me know. I'll be happy to do that as well. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. Something jumped somewhere. I think it's behind me though. We're just going to kind of float down the shoreline, see if we can attract some more nice fish. We're rocking our Cast King Royal Legend Pro combo rod and bait caster. Well, I appreciate it. If you like fishing, go to my playlist. There's a playlist called Poles and Paddles. You can see my 8-pound bass, 6-pound, 5-pound, peacock, saltwater fishing. So I got an entire playlist in my channel dedicated to fishing, so go check that out. I just launched a new YouTube channel that is all fishing content as well, called Poles and Paddles. But I don't have enough subscribers on that channel to live stream yet, so we're sticking with the OG account for now. Come on, fish. Don't want to hang on this lake too long if I don't get any more action, because there's another lake down about a half a mile from here that I definitely had more luck on in the past. What's up, Morgan? So I just got out here. I'm in Gator Circle. I landed one. It was about 1.5 pounds. Nicest freshwater fish I've caught in a while. And I lost 2 dinks at the boat. We're throwing a Guggen jerkbait. This is what I usually catch my peacock on. The water's super clear. So far, I'm getting a lot of action on this blue and white jerkbait. So hopefully we can keep that going. There was a little tree fall over, and I pulled that 1.5 pounds in, and I just kept casting on that tree. I pulled 2 other little dinks out, but they fell off the boat. I kept casting on it, nothing else came out, so I think it was just a small school of 3. And because we got limited daylight, I didn't want to hang out there too long. Okay, why? So, yeah, after the day of getting my ass handed to me on saltwater the other day, and I decided to go fishing today when my internet went out at home again, and so it was out almost all day. I'm like, well, I'm just going to go fishing because I can't watch TV or really edit any video tonight. and then of course the internet came back on. But I'm happy that I opted to continue to go fishing. At least I got a nice bass in the boat so far, and hopefully we'll catch some more. It's still early. Hell, this time of year I usually don't start getting heavy slam until about 6 o'clock, 7, so it's 6 o'clock now. Didn't get dark until closer to 9, so we should have some potential to catch some more nice fish. So I'm going to kind of clock around here, and I'm going to head down the next body of water where I caught my 5-pounder about 2 years ago on a whopper plopper. Of course, I don't have my whopper plopper rig set up right now, but there's apparently no reason to. As much action I can get on this soft, slow sinking jerkbait. Fish. Ooh, I think I just got a little hit. It's pretty actually warm out here right now. I was kind of surprised. Felt cold out here earlier in the day. Then I got on my boat and I'm like, ooh, it's warm. Seeing some shiner jump. I can just get Big Mama to come up here and eat my bait. That'd be great. Yeah, shut up. Shame on me. And it also. Look at that pretty rod. Yeah. Ooh. She's a beat. He's a suitor. He's bona fide. It'd be nice to catch a peacock. I've yet to catch a peacock in this water system. But as I was saying earlier, there were some babies at the boat ramp. So I know they're in here. I just gotta find Mama. Up here. Heading on down the line. Interestingly enough, I caught that nice fish on the shadow side of the lake. Now I'm on the sunny side, and I'm not really getting any. Actually, hold on, got one. He's a dinker, but he got off again. Oh, he got off again. Another one just came and slammed it. I'm gonna park up here and see if we can get some fish. So I had one on here, and it got off. I don't know if I need to put some new hooks on this thing or what. I've lost like 3 fish on this stupid thing tonight. Are my barbs rusted off of here? No. But anyhow, so he spit the bait, and another one came hauling ass over here and hit it again, but it was kind of just laying dead in the water. So let's see if we can get some more tension right here. They're definitely active tonight. Acting like they're starving. It's a good thing for me. Well, where'd you guys go? I know you're around here. Apparently I'm not yanking it hard enough. I've got to set the hook on this thing. I used to not have to. It used to basically set itself. I guess maybe because these guys are so small. I need a monster to come up from the deep and just swallow it like, oh. I'm gonna head on and cast here a few more times just because I got, unless the 2 hits I got was the same damn fish, maybe he circled back for another shot. But kind of fighting what little bit of what we have right now. This thing casts for days. One more cast, and we're going to keep on trucking down the shoreline here. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Hopefully I'll get you guys something nice to see here in a few minutes. Be nice if I can find Carrie's old 6-pound buddy that's in here. Well, he'd be probably 10 pounds by now because he was 6 pounds 4 years ago. Assuming he survived the last 3 hurricanes. This is the most action I've had in Gator Circle. The last 3 or 4 times I came here, I struck out. So I'm excited to see that at least I'm getting some action. Nipping the bud, real outcast at last, and not clashing, not at all. See, my homeboy went to do a little active. So now we're circling around. We're going to go down and hang a left down the canal and see if we can find some more spots. Now, if you guys prefer the camera facing me, just let me know. I just figured from your side you might want to see what my fishing environment looks like here. Hopefully this will be a good night. We'll end the night at some point with a nice big haul. I would love a nice 4 or 5 pound bass. That'd be awesome. Or a nice peacock would be cool too. I think the largest peacock I've caught so far is about a pound. Nice 2 or 3 pound peacock would be pretty sweet. I just don't know if one that large would have survived the cold snap we just went through not too long ago. I guess I'll find out because I'm throwing my peacock bait. Well, what's left of it. I usually had more luck on a Repellent X wrap, but I broke the lip off of it on a concrete seawall, so I need to go buy another 1 or 2. I need to roll over to Dick's Sporting Goods and pick some up. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. In the weeds. Stick fish. fish. Got me a stickfish. Told you guys I was in the weeds. We're in the reeds, I guess. Reed lactera. Look at me at the puns. Come on. Do 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 do. So I'm testing out a new product tonight. It's not a product placement or commission. It's just Mike and I went out last Sunday. We did 10 miles saltwater fishing. We were out for 11 hours, I think. We got out there. Actually, it was probably 9-10 hours since we hit the water. Well, let's see. We met at the bait store at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm gonna say we hit the water probably 7:30, and I think we got back to the boat ramp about 5:30. So yeah, about 8 or 9 hours. And I was dressed like I'm dressed now. I've got the gloves and the sleeves and the hood, and I had a buffer on my face and the hat, but I didn't have anything on my feet because I have a rudder system on my boat, and I find because there's no pulleys, it's just strings. When I'm pushing forward, if I take my toes like a monkey and pull back on the other one, I find it steers more efficiently and there's less friction in the lines because they're nylon ropes. And so what that means, I can't use my rudders with my Crocs on. So I'm always out here barefoot, and my top of my feet got burnt so bad, and I got skin peeling off down and bleeding and this and that. I went for a 3-mile run the other day and it didn't feel too swell. But anyhow, I found these neoprene sock things on the internet. They're actually designed for beach volleyball, so you can get in the sand and not get torn up in between your toes. And so I bought them, and I got 2 pairs on Amazon. My first concern would be too hot, which they don't seem to be. So anyhow, hopefully this will be my last time dealing with sunburnt feet, because that shit sucks. Thank God for Hey Dudes. I didn't have any aloe. Yes, I know I'm in Florida and every bathroom should come equipped with aloe vera, but my kid had it somewhere. But what I do have, because I'm from the Midwest, I had some bag balm in my room. If you don't know what bag balm is, it's in Wisconsin and Minnesota and places where it gets cold. People, farmers, and work outside. It's basically petroleum jelly mixed with a bunch of different stuff. It's really good on healing the hands and cracks and all that crap. So long story short, I didn't have any aloe vera that I knew of. So I basically just put bag balm on my feet and put on my Hey Dude socks every night. And that, believe it or not, it really, really helped. It restored the moisture in my feet, that it really wasn't god-awfully painful walking around work all week, but they definitely don't look pretty. So hopefully these things work pretty well, and I can buy another couple pairs. I have a pair of black ones and blue ones. I want to get a pair like white and gray, just something light to reflect the sun, because being out here in Florida in the hot sun on a 90-degree day wearing black is not the best. Actually, my GoPros overheat most of the time because they're black, and then the GoPros just run hot anyhow, because you processing something that big, that small, it's all heat, to the point now where I don't even use internal camera. Gotten to the point where I don't use internal batteries in my cameras anymore because it contributes to the overheating. So I power them all through external power banks now, and they seem not to suffer so bad from overheating in the summertime. But yeah, when you're out here and it's 90 degrees, I've had my phone overheat during live streams where Samsung's like, nah dude, you need to knock your shit off for a while. Shut my phone down. So we're done in this lake. We're heading down to the next lake through this canal system. And so this next lake down, I think I caught my personal best for this particular lake. It was 5.5 pounds. So Carrie caught a 6-pounder in here. I caught a 5-pound. So I would love to beat that tonight. way my luck's been going, I'm gonna hook up on something and it'll come off. I just had a little hit, either that or I hit a branch. Something tapped my line, either a fish or a branch. Morgan, are you still in here? Fishy, fishy, fishy. Now I got a worm on a weighted lipped hook. I wonder if I should throw that. The water's really not that deep. I've had so much luck on this up until now with this jerkbait. I probably should just keep on rocking it. That's a good shot right there. Like the sun's not shining. That is if that shot looks as good to you guys on the live stream as it does on my phone, that like lighting is perfect. That's almost computer wallpaper picture right there. Sadly, when I pull the video footage of this later, it'll probably be rendered down so it doesn't look as nice as it looks in real time. There's been so many times been out live streaming, and as the sun's going down, it's all orange and pretty. And it's just like, I want so badly, even I know they'll get off, but it'd be like the great, perfect shot to have like a bass hit your lure and then jump out of the water. Even though, you know, Morgan can tell you the last thing you want is a jumping bass. But when it comes to video and photo footage, it makes for good content. I'd love to get one jumping out of the water as the sun's going down and the whole background's orange. Yeah, so this next lake down is where I caught my 5-pound on a whopper plopper, and it hit it as soon as it hit the water. So it wasn't even the whopping, or it was more the plopping than the whopping that attracted the fish. You guys can do me a favor, hit the thumbs up so that YouTube shares this amongst more people. Trying to see if it's worth moving my live streams from TikTok over to here. Fishy, fishy, fishy. So I was getting quite a bit of, I've landed one that was about 1.5 pounds. I've lost 3, but I was getting some action over there. Hopefully when I get down here about another 150 yards, things will pick back up. There's another intersection that we refer to as lakes, but technically it's just where 2 or 3 canals intersect, and it's more of a fork in a road really, but it opens up wide enough that when you're a skinny water angler, you consider it a lake. It's just easy reference when talking about to other people. GoPro, stop recording. Hold tight, you guys. Just play some music in your head or something. Anybody in the market for a wire spool coffee table? There's a big wire spool right next to me. Watch like 15 people come in here right now. I'm changing my bait bucket water. Okay, I'm back. You haven't lived life until you've had a wire spool coffee table. GoPro, start recording. When we get down around the corner, there's some lily pads. I might break out that weighted worm or re-spool my worm flipping pole. And the water's shallow enough, it would probably behoove me to go weightless. So maybe when I get down there, I'll put my anchor stick in and we'll hook my line on my rod and go weightless one morning. This water's so shallow, weighted worms just going to sink down in the hydrilla. Sorry for the sunlight. I can't control the sun. Imagine the power I would have if I could. I guess I could put my head right there. Doesn't make for very good sight fishing though. It's a shame you couldn't make the trip home this weekend, Morgan. Being Easter and all. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Okay. The attention of this lure has definitely dried up. I'm going to paddle down here a little bit. Maybe we'll get that. Actually, there's a tree branch over here. Let me cast on this tree. See if I can find something in here that wants to participate in our activities. I said, on and on. Let's see. Oh, there's a, what is that, a gar? That's a decent, looks like a nice little bass. Too close to the boat though. This is the little body of water I caught the turtle in on one of my videos. Right down that direction, right where the two canals intersect, and I had a turtle hit on a spinning bait, believe it or not. Come on, something's got to hit this before we put that worm in. Maybe I need to put a worm in. Maybe they're all laying up on the bottom being lazy now. They were super active earlier. I was getting hit after hit on this thing, but the tension's kind of slowed down on it. Tell you what, before I spend the time to reel up that other line, I'll just throw in that weighted worm. See if I get any interest in that, and if I do, then I'll do a weightless because the water's so shallow. I really need it to kind of slow sink instead of flopping. But let's do that real quick, because the interest in the old jerkbait has definitely died down a little bit. So this will kind of give us the best of both worlds, because it's kind of it's a hook with a weighted head on it that has a lip. So it's going to kind of manipulate like the jerkbait, but it's going to sink to the bottom. So we'll see if anybody wants to play with that. Throw this in those lily pads over yonder. over yonder way. Ooh. So there goes that. I just had a slight backlash, and because I made the mistake of putting a leader on here, the fluorocarbon leader broke. Okay, I just lost my worm, not the whole hook. That's cool. I thought I lost the hook and everything, just the worm snapped in half. So perfect. We'll just put a new worm on there. I think that was a Yokozuna. I'm gonna put on a Zoom mega worm, since we're rocking such a heavy bait. Got a June bug colored mega worm, so we'll put that big bob on there. See if we can get something that's hungry for that. GoPro, stop recording. How about you? Did you stop too? No, of course not. Don't do anything. Why would you listen to me? GoPro, start recording. Yo, start recording. Hey, start recording. See what I'm working with here? It's so hard to find a good crew nowadays. Got the mega speedtail worm with the lipped weighted hook. Let's see if we can find some big hollis laying up on the bottom of here. Kind of circle around this little intersection for a few minutes. See if we can get anything worth getting. Yeah, his tail's flipping pretty good. Nice and big. Seeing it far away. Cast for about 2 miles. The only thing I don't like about it is it sinks too quick in this shallow water, but if they're holding up on the bottom trying to find cooler water, it may work to my advantage. Just kind of jerking him up off the bottom and then just jerking it, pulling it, retrieving it from the bottom and then letting it fall back. It's still early, it's only 6:30. It's time. Oops, something just jumped right there. You guys probably saw that. It jumped on the camera. Let's see if I can find what's over here. Probably really need to spool up that weightless worm so I can kind of topwater reel retrieve him. Just gotta reel the shit out of it. He's retrieving like a water clobber. If I do it fast enough. Oh, I'm not getting snagged on the water. Wind's getting me right now. Snag on a lily pad. Bringing it home. Oh, it got off. Okay. Tell you what, we're gonna drop the drop in the anchor stick, and we're going to take a few minutes to string up my true worm flipping pole. This is actually supposed to, well, this one's a substitute for my topwater rod that needs to be re-spun up. So I grabbed Carrie's crankbait pole. How deep is this water? Oh wow, it's deeper than I thought. It's too deep for my stick. Oh well, we won't use the stick. We'll just free float. So yeah, I usually rock with 3 poles. I usually rocking 3 poles on the boat, one with a worm, one with a crankbait, and one with some sort of topwater. But as I was saying, my topwater pole's kind of out of commission momentarily. So this is my actual worm flipping pole. Now if Morgan's in here, he can attest to this statement. Fishing from a kayak, more importantly, rigging up gear from a kayak, it's kind of like working from the top of a ladder. If any of you all had a job where you spent 8 hours on top of a 12-foot ladder, all your drill bit changes, tool adjustments, material placements are all done at the top of a ladder. You kind of got to work vertically. Kayaks are the same way. So we're going to put on a weightless hook on this guy. If I get the last hole. Yep, so we're going to put a weightless hook on this guy. And let's put a regular speed toe worm on there. Right now, I used to use these a lot, and if you guys watch my early fishing videos, you'll see them, and then I just kind of went away from them, and now I've been getting them again. So I'm using Spear Point Performance fishing hooks. They got that weird shape to them, but when they hook up, I seem to get more top of the lip hookups, side of the lip hookups with these than I do, you know, unpleasant hookups. I will say with these, when they swallow them, they are harder to get out because you're used to the shape of a conventional hook. And so to try to back this thing out with this proprietary shape, I guess I should say. Okay, how are you twisted from my pole? So I'm trying to pull enough line to get my tag end tied around, but somehow my line got twisted on my pole, so I can't pull enough slack to do my tag in comfortably. Obviously I can lean forward and all that, but it's so much nicer to lean backwards. It helps maintain your balance in a kayak. Kayak, you do not want your head to go over the side because it will affect your body, your balance, and that's when you tend to fall out of a boat. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we got a hook on there. And we are looking for these. Even though I had luck with a blue bait earlier, we're going to go with the Zoom Watermelon Red speed toe worms. They love watermelon reds in these here parts. So you got your Spear Point hook. It's going to do your basic standard Texas rig. The shape of these hooks, it actually makes for a pretty nice Texas rig hookup. So let's see what we can see. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. Okay, now last time I had a hook on here, it had weight on it. Now we're weightless, so now I need to adjust dip switches. This is the Casking Bassinator, and it does not have a rear braking dial. It actually has dip switches under the cover. And so you have two red dip switches, 2 yellow and 2 blue. And each one, obviously based on color, has a different resistance rating. You just kind of got to play with the color combinations. Like, I'm going weightless, so maybe I need to turn off all of them and turn on 1 yellow or 1 blue. Guess I probably should familiarize myself with the color code to know which one has the strongest friction rating and the least, so that I can adjust accordingly. But I think through trial and error, yellow seems to have the least, but you would think color code wise it would make blue the least, and then yellow medium, and then red heavy. But Yeah. Okay, oh, just had a little bite. Nice. Welcome to the live stream. Wait a minute. I got a dinker here, but we'll see if we can keep them in the boat. Now, the other fun thing about kayak fishing is when you set the hook and they're swimming towards you, they have a tendency to make it a little harder to set the hook because they're swimming towards you. So you never quite know how it's going to go. Okay. Now remember what I said about when I use these spear point hooks, where I get my hookups. Like I said, I seem to get them more, sadly for this guy it was through the nose, but in the top of the lip opposed to the bottom of the side. He's a little dinker. He's pretty. Look how pretty that is. That's a nice pretty bass. I keep turning to my left because my rear GoPro used to be on my left. But when I was out fishing this weekend for 10 hours, I noticed that the screws on my rail were loose. And so when I was standing up sight fishing, my tripod was all over the place. And so sadly for Mike, I parked my boat in the shallows and I was physically off my boat, moving my tripod and my external battery pack from the left side of my boat to the right side. And he hooks up on a nice snook. Now the reason I say too bad for him is because Mike doesn't have a net. And I had the net. But I'm literally outside of my boat, standing in 2 feet of water with my tripod unmounted from my boat. So I quickly throw it on there, pull up my hook, my anchor, paddle over to him. By the time I get close to him with my net, the snook jumps off. Now I'm working on that video at home right now, so that video will be up in a day or two. But yeah, because I was relocating my camera, I inadvertently assisted in him losing a nice snook because I wasn't Johnny on the spot with my net. Okay, let's see if we can get another one. Preferably a bigger one this time. So let me show you. We're down at this dead end of this canal. And actually right on the other side of these pine trees is a 6-lane thoroughfare. So we're literally fishing in a residential neighborhood here in Cape Coral. We're by no means out in the swamp or out in some wildlife refuge. I am literally fishing in the flood prevention canals that we have here in Cape Coral. We have roughly about 900 miles or so of canals down here. Both primarily freshwater, but there are some brackish water canals. I'm on a Vibe Yellowfin 120. I like it. It's definitely fast. I'm 6'5". You can stand up and sight fish on it. I really want the Vibe Shearwater 125 because it's a wider vessel, and at 6'5" I could use that sight perch, and I would feel more. I'd feel more safe, I guess, more secure out in the saltwater, because those boats kick up some wake, and honestly, it'd be a more stable boat if I were to get lucky enough to hook up on a jack or a large tarpon or something. So my bucket list kayak would be the Shearwater 125. But I got this off Facebook Marketplace for probably half price of what retail would have been about 2 years ago, and I have no complaints compared to the one I had prior. When I started, and you guys go to my Pulls and Paddle playlist, my old videos, you'll see I was in a Lifetime Teton 100 that a buddy of mine had sitting in his yard for 3 years that I gave him $100 for. It's actually how I got into this whole fishing hobby of mine is he actually let me borrow it for about 2 months. 'Cause one thing I try to do is see patterns. And one of the big patterns down here is people buy outdoor equipment spontaneously, use it a few times, then it roasts in the sun. Out here on the kayak, you see kayaks all over the place that haven't moved in years. And so I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on something I wasn't going to use. And I wasn't going to spend a little bit of money on something I wasn't going to use. And so James had that kayak in his backyard for about 2 years, maybe a little less. And he asked me if I wanted to buy it. So well, I was thinking about it, but I want to make sure it's something I'm into. I don't know what the hell kind of worm that is. That is not a zoom worm. I think that's a young worm. Yep, that's a young worm. Long story short, I borrowed it, took it out, did some magnet fishing, didn't catch anything on that. Then I went to Walmart and got a $30 combo rod and reel and a bag of these Zoom watermelon red fishing worms, and caught like 5 dinks in one night. And I was like, wow, that's cool. So I gave him $150 for that kayak and been fishing ever since. Cool thing about that kayak is that's the kayak I caught my 8.5-pound bass on. That's still to this day my personal record. So it just goes to show you, you don't have to have super expensive gear and boats and all that crap to get on large fish. Just got to have a little bit of craziness in you, especially when you're in lakes with 8-foot-long alligators, and a little bit of endurance, and just get out on the water and start fishing. Oh, you'll also see it in the video that comes out in a few days. For the first time, I got my bait and my hook on someone else's back, so my shrimp and my hook landed on Mike's back and it snagged him, so that was fun. And of course, he had just caught a snook when that happened too. Okay, I got, oh no, I thought I had something on here. So he was trying to get a snook off his hook without getting my hook snagged in his back, because that's how windy it was. We're by the house under construction. We're in Gator Circle. We're off of Del Prado Extension, right before you get to 41. Don't know if you've been here or not. Like 3 of the boat ramps have construction near them, so I'm not sure which one you're referring to. I don't know if I brought you out the Gator Circle or not. And for those of you interested in my fishing spot playlist, I actually have drone footage of this lake, so you can see it from above and get an idea of the layout and the lakes I refer to. Actually, if you've seen any of my fishing video, at the end where you see Carrie in the kayak with the beautiful sunset and it has all our Patreon members' names scrolling through it, that's this lake. We were out here around 7:30 one night, and I was looking at the water, like, this reflection's awesome. I just happened to have my drone, so she was fishing, I put my drone in the air and got like the coolest footage. It's just like her in this lake. It's just the water just is pink and blue and purple because of the sky reflecting off of it. It's just such a cool shot. Okay, I might go back to my crankbait. Got more action on my jerkbait than I have this worm. I mean, yeah, I caught a dink on it, but that jerkbait at least got me 1.5 pound fish. problem I keep having, I think I need to replace this fluorocarbon. It's getting loopy and it's snagging around the end of my pole. I think I need to get some nice clean fluoro on here. Are you a fluoro or a mono guy, Morgan? Okay, we got something here. Okay, get out of the lily pad. Okay. Come on, get out of the lily pad. Come on. Yeah. Ah! I should have went over to him. He was snagged in these lily pads. GoPro, stop recording. Yo, stop recording. Really? You're just being a dick today. Yeah, I'm talking to you. GoPro, start recording. That's what I thought. So you got to talk mean to him, make him participate. That's why Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails said you would see him smash a piano in concert. He wasn't showing off. The thing malfunctioned and embarrassed him, so he just destroyed it. Spent a lot of money on a lot of pianos that way. Yeah, this line needs to be respooled. Look how curly that crap is. I think I might throw my jerkbait here in a minute. It's shading me. Get it out so right there. Retrieving it like, oh, there you go. I was going to say I'm retrieving it like top water, see if anybody hits it. And he just hit, ooh, he might be a nice fish. They got this little fighter here. Okay, I'll take him. Okay, yeah, I'll take him. He's probably about a pound. So, I was taking the Zoom speedtail worm and running it like top water. Chill, don't flip around, and see if anybody hit it. And this nice little bass grabbed onto it. Hold tight, I'll show you. Watch my pliers be all, yep, they're all funked up from saltwater fishing. Sorry, dude. Nice fish. How pretty that is. Okay, I'm gonna minimize this so I can get a picture. I'll be right back. We're back. Yeah, nice pretty fish. Still looking at the wrong side. Thank you, girl. Zoom. Okay, so that's 3 we've landed. We've lost about 3 or 4. That one was on the watermelon red Zoom speedtail worm. Fast retrieving it, making it act like top water. Do that a few more times. If I keep getting hits like that, I might put on a more of a top water lure on my other pole. I actually have a jerkbait with a spoon on it that clacks like a top water. If I get another hit on this worm like top water, I might do that. Since I don't have my whopper plopper rig set up right now. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. A little speedtail action, see if I get another fluke on him. As we're rolling backwards. Paddle it this way a little bit. get y'all. Basically, I threw him in these lily pads. Just kind of doing a cut. Oop, something got him. We got another one. Ah, pulled it out of his mouth. He latched onto it when I hit the surface, but oh wow. Yeah, this line needs to be re-spooled. It's so tangled up. It's so tangled up. And yes, that is the official term. Oh yeah, you're completely tangled up. He's tangled up. Let's go. I think I need to turn this yellow on, turn one red on. So to your reply, Chris, about straight fluoro, I have fluoro on my worm flipping rod, which is what I'm using right now, but it really needs to be re-spooled. And then I keep about 15-pound braid on my topwater rail. They usually have whopper ploppers and heavier hard baits on. And then I put braid on my middle pole that tends to have crankbaits and spinner baits. And then sometimes on that one, like as of right now, I'll put a leader on it. But to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of leaders because A, I don't care how good you are at tying that knot. At least for me, it always gets caught on the eye and slows down the momentum and the accuracy of the cast. But more importantly, depending on the kind of day you're having and how often you fish, you keep switching out baits every time you do, you're cutting 2-3 inches off that leader, so after a while it's gone anyhow. But sometimes I tie one on just to see if I notice a difference. You know, people say, well, you're not catching anything because they see your line, so I'll put a leader on. Okay, got another one. Okay, I don't want to fight him in the lily pads. I'm going to let him bring me over here. I think I have another one. Maybe. I have another one or a snag. Well, I know I'm snagged, but it pulled away from me, so I'm hoping it's got something on here. It feels like there's something on here. Nope, snagged up. Snagged. Definitely getting some action tonight though, that's cool. All I need is like 1 or 2 more really nice fish to make it a video worth editing and putting up on YouTube. Do a little fast retrieve. See if we get hits on this. Nothing. Check it again. Yeah, since I switched from the yellow dip switch to the red, get a nice cleaner cast without the backlash. So that was a good change up. Okay, there's another body of water down here. We're gonna head down that way, which isn't a big deal because I gotta backtrack this way to get back to the boat ramp. So we'll hit this on the way back home. There's not even 2 football fields from here. There's another opening, so we'll go down there, see what we see. Probably got about 2.5 hours of sunlight left, so we'll see what we get. If you guys haven't done so yet, do me a favor, hit that thumb on your screen. That's another nice lit shot. The lighting on that looks good in that house. Once again, I don't know what it looks like for you guys, but through my phone, that's a real nice, clean HD shot. Fishy, fishy, fishy. A few more casts and I'll get any more hits. I'm going to switch to it. Oops, something just jumped down there. It was out of the range of my worm though, because I'm fishing weightless, so as it hit the water about 2 feet further down with some action. Let's see if I get closer down there. Yeah, a little closer. Watered down root beer. Steak and shake. Love it, love it. Okay, I think I'm going to put the worm away and get the jerkbait out because we were getting action on it earlier. So let's switch bait up real quick and see if we can get back on some action. GoPro, stop recording. What's your braid of choice there, Morgan Long? What's your braid of choice, Chris? Ain't that a pretty pole? Ain't she a beaut, Clark? Sure is a beaut, Clark. Oh, thank you, Eddie. Eddie, what are you doing here? Now this is the spot where I caught that bottlenose turtle, so there's that. Yeah. You don't have to remind me I'm in the city. Yo, GoPro, start recording. Thank you. You guys need to get on the ball tonight. I already have a 2-camera shoot when only 1 camera's running. Technically 3 if I count the phone. I use a little bit of everything from my rig. Oh, that's from earlier, straight 4.0. I don't know how long of a buffer there is between when I say something and you guys hear it and respond to it. Sorry for the sun. Once again, I don't have that sort of power. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Bloop. Bloop. A little tree limb up here. Cast on it. Let's see if we have any luck. I can also cast this thing a lot further than that weightless worm. Longer distance, cover more ground, more exposure, increase my likelihood of finding a fish. Come on, fish. Gotta be somebody right here somewhere. We're heading down to this little intersection, and there's actually a bridge and a couple of docks down there. Thrown off of in the past and caught some nice fish, so there's an opportunity down there. Temperature's warming up. We might start seeing some alligators again. Mike had a big one there in his boat at Lakes Park in his live stream. He had probably a 9-foot gator next to his house. Yeah, mule. I don't know if you guys remember the old Yosemite Sam cartoon when he was like trying to do a pirate's theme. This alligator kept trying to eat and he kept smacking it with his stick or something, kept yelling, "Yeah, mule," or something to it, trying to get it to stop biting him. Every time I think of an alligator out here, I think of that scene. Smacking it with my paddle. Yeah! A damsel! Oops, something's biting out here. There's something underneath this tree branch. The water is moving. Oh, it's a bunch of bugs, but maybe the bugs will attract some thugs and I can scoop them up with my bait. Some just jumped behind me. I might need to put a whopper plopper on here, tell you what. I might take this off and put a whopper plopper on here. I know I've been saying I don't have one, but I have a whopper plopper. I just don't have my heavy pole, but I can put it on this one. The water's smooth enough. The action I got on that worm may not be a bad idea to go top water right now. I think we'll do that. We're going to reel him in, and we're going to put on the same color bait, but it's going to be a Guggen revolver. Top water whopper plopper. Hit the top water whopper plopper. This guy right here. I have had 4 of these, and even this one has a broken fin. I've caught so many fish on a stupid bait, especially during topwater season. So we're gonna cut off the Guggen jerk bait and put on the Guggen revolver topwater whopper plopper. That's a mouthful. It's a Guggen revolver topwater whopper plopper. GoPro, stop recording. Say that 10 times fast. A Guggen revolver topwater whopper plopper. And for fun, you gotta say it like from New Jersey. Why, I don't know. I don't make the rules. It's just the way it is. It's a Guggen revolver topwater whopper plopper. With a unit knot. Actually, it's a polymer knot. It's a polymer knot. On some braid. If you guys don't have braid scissors, get some. These are Cast King. They're like $11. Buy like 3, and you'll be happy you did. GoPro, start recording. Here we go. The whopper plopper action. Sorry, that was miscalculation on my part. I hit rotate, and for some reason it stopped the live stream. Here we go. Loosen up my drag a little bit. I love a good topwater fishing. Now, when I topwater fish, that's when I usually catch my hogs. I definitely have caught more large fish on hard baits than I have soft baits. That is for sure. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Come on, I need a big old house to come up and just slam on this thing. Like, don't. Need like a shack fish to come up, just slam on it. Shack size fish. top waters produce funny conversations, because some people are like, you're reeling it too fast, you need to stop. Some people are like, you're reeling it too slow, you need a consistent retrieve. I'll be honest with you, I've caught a lot of fish on top water, and I've caught them every which way. I've caught them where they nail it as soon as the damn thing hits the water. I've caught them on a non-stop consistent retrieve. I've caught them when I've stopped retrieving to wipe my nose and the thing's just sitting in the water. I can't tell you which one's more effective than the other, because I've caught so many fish on all forms. Now, were you guys saying something naughty? Because I got some sort of pop-up on my screen about chat community guidelines. Morgan, I guess if I had the time, I need to make you a moderator, but we'll deal with that on another date and time. See how it's swimming? It's all messed up. I've caught fish when it's all messed up. There we go. Cast that thing for miles. It's another nice shot. Okay, I'm going to move a little further down. I've cast a few times in this spot. No one's hanging out here, so we're going to roll down a little further. Speedboat. Me, more cowboy than you. Hey Morgan, have they been putting commercials in this live stream? Has it been cutting to pre-recorded commercials? Congratulations, Morgan Long, you're now a moderator. Just what you've always wanted. Look at me, Mom, I'm a moderator. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a moderator. Probably not enough viewers for that sort of nonsense. Keep it down, I'm trying to fish. Oh, there we go. Something just hit my top water. Okay, we got one on. It might be a small one, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, he's a small one. Oh, he just broke off. He was so small he got off. But at least we know the top water is working. So we just got to hit it on top water. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. Okay, so we got our first hit on top water. That's a good sign. He was a dinker, which is why the Trouble hooks didn't stay any, but that's all right. I like it when a theory on lures comes true, and I think maybe top water that they hit. So I'm not going to go the other side of that bridge because it dead ends, but we'll go a little further down. It's getting a little tight for heavy casting right here with all these lily pads, but it's kind of what we need. Oh, got another one. Got another one. Oh. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. So this one. Okay, chill out. Okay. So, I hooked the bass in the side with the rear treble hook. I get him up on the deck of my boat. He falls off. He's flopping around. I don't know how much the cameras have got behind me, but he flopped around and jumped out of my boat. But the good news is, since he touched my boat and he came off my hook, technically I caught him. So that's fish number 5 for the night. And that's one landed on top water. He was a weird looking bass. He had like a weird orange tint to him. I don't know why. At first I was like, is that a weird peacock? But no, it was just a weird color largemouth bass. Oh, okay, another one just hit. Another one just hit. Ooh, this is a decent one. Okay. Top water is where it's at right now. This guy, probably a 1.5 pounds, I would say. It's a nice fish. I might even weigh him. Don't even. I do not want this hook in my hand. Now, cool thing is, I told you guys there's a bridge in the house where I've had some luck. Look at this guy. She's pretty. A decent mouth on her. Hold tight. I gotta get a picture. So that's number 6 for the night. Probably one of the second largest one. Thank you, lady. So right here on these lily pads, we're doing good. Should beat the shit out of my drink though. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. See if we can get another one. A little hot spot right here. So we pulled in 2. Second one was a nicer fish for sure. I love these. And both times I stopped retrieving, like I was saying earlier, right? So those two hit it when they thought the bait was dying. So that's cool. I'm gonna paddle down here and get a little closer, and we'll turn about and get the other direction. I so needed tonight. That's why I've been doing so much saltwater fishing lately, because the bass bites have been kind of weak lately. Gotta be a nice fish out here somewhere. Like being on a rowing machine, ironically. Snagged on a lily pad, so I'm just kind of pulling myself towards the lily pad. Really? Lily pads are like the most indestructible bullshit. My line's wrapped around not the lily pad, but the stupid bulb, the dandelion looking bulb thing it was snagged on. There we go. Still snagged on it. Things are indestructible, but like, I don't know. Yeah, get out of the water. I want to put my hand down there in case there's a gator or whatnot. Yeah, look at that. All that tugging because of that. Stupid bulb. Indestructible. Indestructible, I tell you. Come on, big hoss, where you at? Come on, big hoss. I don't know if my connection keeps dropping out, but like I look and there's no one here, and then I look again and there's 3 people here, so I don't know if I got crappy internet right here and you guys are dropping out or what the deal is. So I'm going to turn around and head back the other direction, start fishing towards the other lakes. Like I said, I don't know if my connection's bad through here and you guys are dropping out or what, but something screwy's going on. Yeah, we're going to turn this boat around and head back the other direction. And topwater fish in these 3 lakes. I guess I'll know if you guys cut out again right here, because it's the spot I just went through when I lost my audience. Come on, let go. Trouble with trouble hooks, man. How can I get snagged in a lily pad so good, but my fish fell off of it earlier. Figure that one out. Me, I care more than you. Dabble, dabble, dabble. Really? Come on now. I need to get back in the water. I don't know why I'm having wind wraps so bad tonight. It's not that windy out. Jesus Christ. I'm really fucking shut up now. Really need to get this bait in the water, and here I am, little dicking with it. How did I even bother to do that? So that's free. There we go. As I was saying earlier, fishing on a kayak is like working from a ladder. Everything's got to be done vertically. Flip mode squad. Morgan's here, everybody! Yay! Did it cut out? It seemed like my signal dropped out. Did you see me catch the nice fish on the whopper plopper? I actually landed 2 of them. So we've had 6 fish so far tonight. We're looking for number 7. Number 7. We've lost like 3, so I would have had an even better night if I would have landed some. If I would have set some hooks earlier tonight. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Don't jump. Don't jump. He's a dink, but I'm just going to reel him in fast so you don't have a chance to squiggle off. Top water is working for us tonight. Yeah, he's a dink. Stop. You're making things worse. Trust me. And once again, getting wind wrapped, so it's wrapped on my pole. I can't get myself slack to work with my fish. Okay, dude, I said stop. You're making things worse. Okay, cool. Here we go. Let's get jumping here. I wanted that 808. Okay, hold tight. I need to get some new pliers for sure. So this is number 7, I think we said. Little guy. Thank you, dude. So I've been using my pliers to get treble hooks out of saltwater fish. They've done rested up on me, so I need to get new pliers now. That's alright. We're having a good night, so that's right on. GoPro, stop recording. So you missed, how many of the ones did you see me land on the top water? Because that's the 3rd one I've landed on top water. Top water's panning out for tonight. GoPro, start recording. Just need to find that 3 or 4 pound hoss. Then we'll be good to go. I didn't even take a photo of that one. He was the smallest one of the night. Well, 2nd to smallest. Oh, come on. Like the slightest little skip or jump, and I'm getting freaking wind wrap at the end of my pole, so then I pull my pole in, get my line untangled. So, because I like to try to bunny hop or ollie these top waters when they get close to lily pad patterns, but for some reason when I'm doing that tonight, getting wind wrapped real bad. Gotta find that big hoss. What up, Doug? We're aiming for a 10 fish night. That'd be cool. It's been a while since I've had a 10 bass day. Really? That's a lily pad. I got excited. I'm like, ooh, I just caught one on the tree. Another lily pad. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. The only problem I have with this whopper plopper, the hooks are long enough where the front one gets snagged on the back. They need to go down like one size, or leave the large one on the front and put a small one on the back. I guess I could do that, but I'm lazy. So we're looking for fish number 8. or fish number 4 for topwater. So that's what we're rolling on. 8 and 4. Like I said, I usually tend to get larger fish on hard baits like this. I tend to catch smaller fish on worms. Boy, my hands smell like bass tonight. At night I can't sleep. I toss and turn. Got visions of bodies burn. You guys can't see where I've done casted it. Going right up this shoreline here. My mind's playing tricks on me. Come on, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop. Ooh, something just hit on it. Come back and hit it again. Must have been a small guy. Something hit on it, but it didn't hook up. Hopefully you're getting all this action being way over there. Gotta do a better job of keeping my lenses clean. I was editing the video from this 10 miles we did out on the salt water, and my camera lenses were getting dirty. There's some footage I couldn't use. I mean, don't get me wrong, I got plenty of footage, but some, oh, there's something down there. I'm gonna paddle over there real quick. Get out, lily pad, come on. Something's hitting down there. So sadly, as I was paddling out here and I had the camera facing me, you guys are staring into the sun. And as I paddle back here in a minute towards the boat ramp, unless I turn the camera towards me, you guys will be staring at the sun again. Okay, we're going to head back towards where we came, slowly push our way back to the boat ramp. But it'll be about an hour or so, maybe 45 minutes. The sun's starting to go down pretty quick. This is the time of the day that the topwater definitely should pick up, so it's been pretty good already. No. I'm sorry. Time for Okeechobee? Yeah, right. So I've caught 7 fish so far tonight, Mike. We're looking for fish number 4 on topwater. 3 of them were good enough to take pictures of. They've been pretty active all night. I've lost 3. I'm hoping to have a 10 fish night before I get back to the ramp. Definitely needed it after the ass whooping I took the other night. Nope. What is a juggalo? A Hulkamaniac. Power bombs motherfuckers in the thumbtacks. You liked him till you found out it was unstable. Instead of moved your mama through the coffee table. Come on, Whopper Plopper, you're doing so good back there. Okay, I'm gonna fast paddle back up to this next little area because this is the place I caught the 5-pounder on this exact bait a couple years ago. So I'm gonna fast paddle through this little skinny here, get up to the next clearing, and save some sunlight, some real daylight savings. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, start recording. That's a whole lot of typing for me to try to read. Huh. So they don't even weigh them, it's all about the length. Well, I know that for salt water, but I didn't know that was for fresh water. Come on, there's got to be a big hoss around here somewhere. Got to keep them separated. Nothing says Mother Nature like a 2-stroke engine. We're back in lake number 2, rolling back towards number 1, but hopefully we can catch. I need at least 3 more fish to have a 10-fish day. Catch and release, of course, but yeah. There it goes, getting wind wrapped again. Do not know why it does that. It's maybe one of those poles that just prefers fluorocarbon over braid. I've had poles like that where the eyes just work better on a certain type of line. Coating on them. Come on, break free. Come on, break free. Yeah. Front hook's tangled up around it. Come on, I just need one real big fish. They're kind of nice. They're kind of nice right now. At least the sunset's worth looking at. When fish territorial, do they try to return to the same spots from previous years? Or do they just migrate onto a new location? I caught a nice 5-pound bass at this exact spot about 2 years ago on this exact bait. Right over off that seawall, right where those willows are. Didn't have that many lily pads then. Let's see if I can get this over there. There we go. See if I can ollie these lily pads. Yeah, a little bit. Try that again. John boat? I think something small just came and tapped it. Gotta ollie that cluster. There we go. Okay, let's head on down to the next body of water. Running out of daylight. Gotta get on. We need 2 more fish, or minimum. 2 more fish. Trying to decide if I'm gonna go for a run tonight. Technically, it should be a rest night, so maybe I'll do that. Yeah, there's a boat or something down here. I think. Pretty far down. Okay, I don't know. I'm going to try flipping a worm for a little bit, just because the topwater hit seemed to die out. And the first 5 fish I caught tonight were on a worm. Actually, that's a lie. One of them was on a jerkbait. I lost 3 on a jerkbait. Then I started catching on worm. And then we switched to topwater. Started catching on topwater. So let's go back to worm for a little bit. GoPro, stop recording. Let's see what the worm produces. GoPro, start recording. Now, one of them I was fishing worm, but I was fast retrieving like it was topwater. And that's why I went to topwater, because I caught a nice, some just jumped at my worm as I was casting over to the right. Yeah, it was because I was doing speed retrieve that I switched to topwater, because I caught one from topwater. So we're pulling an audible. I'm going to most likely reduce the size of fish by going to worm, but hopefully increase my numbers to get me to that 10 bass night before we get back to the boat ramp. There's a culvert over here to my right. Casting there to see if anything's hanging out by the mouth of it. Maybe something lives inside of it. It's over there. Oops, wrong side of it. Trying to do like a front hand cast. There we go, that's close enough. Come on, worm, you need to procure me a fish, please. And I'll move on. I had I still do, actually. I think. Yeah, on the other pole I have that, that weighted worm head that we were decking around the other day. I guess I could throw him in until we get down this lake. But the water's so damn shallow. I hate the idea of trying to weight that worm, but let's see what this guy gets us. Got a June bug on here. See this guy right here. See what we get with him. I'm getting wind wrap on all my poles. I don't know why. As soon as the bait hits the water, the damn lines wrap around the tips. Yeah, I think I'm going to fast paddle down to this next lake before the sun goes down too far, because I want to get some top water out on that. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. Who are you calling a grub, sir? Not at all. So I'm going to do a little acting. GoPro, start recording. And you too, fool. Yeah, it'll take a while. How big's the pond? Because much like an aquarium, they will limit themselves to size. My worm's sliding off. I want to use a different color worm. I'm using a Zoom Mega Worm, a June bug, but it's already got weighted worm. It's already a weighted jig head. Why throw such a heavy ass worm on there? Maybe I'll put a fluke on there. That'll be fun. Let's go with a silver and blue fluke on a weighted head, which totally flies in the face of the fluke, but you know, we're here to have fun, so let's just give that a shot. Getting crazy now. Getting silly with it. Getting silly with it. Nah, 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 nah. How's this thing swim? Doesn't look too bad, really. Oh. Starting to cool down out here now. Okay, let's get a little closer to the lake over there. By golly, I think I got me a fish. Yep. Oh! Did you guys see that jump? You're a nice fish. I'll take you. You might be close to that going tonight. Did you guys see that jumping out of the water? Interestingly enough, earlier tonight, stop. Earlier tonight, I was saying I want to get a nice shot of the sunset with a fish jumping. Look at this guy, he's nice, huh? And I think I just got that shot. I'll have to check the live stream later. Hold tight. Hold tight. Let's stop. We're getting closer. Fish number, what we say? Is that 8, 9, 8? No, 9. And that worked. I caught that on a blue and silver fluke on a weighted hook. How goofy is that? So we're gonna do it again. So a fluke, a weighted lip jig head, and there we go. I know you're supposed to fish fluke weightless and everything else, but that fish seemed to enjoy it. He was all about it. GoPro, stop recording. I'm stoked. We're having a good night. One more fish, we hit the goal for 10. One more fish is all we need for 10. GoPro, start recording. We're still looking for that monster though. Can't believe what'd you catch him on? Fluke? Weighted? Lip? Carrie was thinking about coming out. I don't know what she did. It's been a good night. She's not feeling well because we keep passing an illness around the house. I just got over it. Oh, did I lose my Fluke? I just got over it. I had to cancel my race a weekend ago. And now she's feeling like poop. So yeah, we just keep passing this illness back and forth. Okay, I need to reset this Fluke. It's swimming like poo-poo now. It slid down the hook. The little cleats didn't cleat, so now it's not cleating. There we go. I don't know how much of a delay I have from when I catch stuff and say stuff to when you guys reply to it, because no one said anything about me catching that fish the way the Fluke could. I might go back to Whopper Plumper here in a minute. I need fish number 10. Come on. Damn. Oh, jumping over there. It's getting crazy out here. Bloop. I'm about to go back to top water just to finish the night off in an effort to catch a nice big fish. Losing daylight. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I say that, but I just lost fish number 10. Apparently the Fluke weighted head combo is the way to go. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a new Fluke. Might cut the end off of it a little bit to give it a fatter area for that weighted hook to fasten into. I found me a new rig. Here's we got a Fluke with the tip cut off on a weighted lipped hook. I caught one and just lost another one, so see if we can get fish number 10 and then we'll go back to the top water. Really? Nope. Thought I had known. I was just in some grass. Got all excited yet. I was in some grass. Okay, I get it. You're grass, you're wrapped around my line, you're super strong. Okay, point made. Ridiculous. Look at that sunset. Looking for fish number 10. We just had him, but we lost him. Doesn't count because I didn't get him on my boat. I'm a motorcycle. Come on, fish number 10, where you at? I'm actually in this spot where Carrie and I were fishing the first time Mike ever came out with us. He was fishing on this dock over here to our left. Before he had a kayak, he came out here with seawall fishing. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more casts with our crazy fluke, and then we're gonna go back to top water. Start to lose some sunlight. Come on, fish. Okay, that's it. We're going top water. I'm tired of fighting backlash on this line. GoPro, stop recording. How about you? Did you? Cool. Okay, guys, we're gonna try to finish the night up on top water. See if we can catch fish number 10. Hopefully a beast. GoPro, start recording. Ooh. Too close to the shore. And grass fish. That was a good cast. A little overestimated the distance. Put it right in those. Let's try that again, shall we? A little less aggressive this time. Okay, let's get the line untwisted from my pole. There we go. Where are you at? Casting the other side of this lake real quick. We need 1 more fish, damn it. Never enough, never happy. 1 more fish. Fish number 10, where you at? Trying to finish the day off with bass number 10. Trying to find him. Not bad for a 3.5 hour night. Actually, I want to go back across the lake. When I started the night out, I was streaming from a different platform, and I pulled in 3 fish from underneath this tree that's down over here on the other side of this lake. So I'm going to go cast down there with this whopper plopper. See if we can get fish number 10 out of there. They were nice and active around this down tree. You guys can't really see, but to the left, well, when you're looking at the screen, to the right of those tall trees, there's a tree laying in the water. They were all huddled up next to it. I was throwing my jerkbait over there today, and I landed 1 and lost 2 at the boat. Point being is they were crushing it. I was just not getting a very good hook on that jerkbait. There we go. There we go. The drag's too loose. Come on. Come on, land this fish. He's a dinker. He's a dinker, but he's number 10. And he's exactly where I told you he'd be, underneath that tree. Okay, we got fish number 10 for the day. In all honesty, fish number 10 could very well be fish number 4 from earlier. So, I don't know. There's an iguana up here in these trees somewhere. Fish number 10. Nothing big, nothing amazing. But he's mine. Thank you, chick. Have a good day. Bye. Bye. See ya. So that was whopper plopper. I told you guys he's hanging out underneath these trees. That's the smaller one. The first one I pulled out of there today was nice, so we're gonna back up and see if we can repeat that before we call it for the day. GoPro, stop recording. Once again, getting that wind wrap. I do not know why. Guess I need to respool all my damn rods. Makes sense as much as I use them. There we go. There's an iguana or something over here in these willows. GoPro, start recording. Don't be too fool. I need it bait. You, GoPro, start recording. GoPro, start recording. So I'm going to turn around and throw on that lake under that tree again. Nothing like calling your shot. That was pretty cool. What up, dog? Mosquitoes are coming out. Put my hood up. Turn around and cast on this tree again. We've hit our goal of 10 fish. Let's see if we can get one to grow on. A nice big monster would be cool. Gotta be a matriarch to the school over here. My dog always barks me when I come in here. Usually 3 of them in that yard. The other 2 must be inside. There we go. Same spot, right next to that tree. Number 11. Hungry little crew under there. Number 11 for tonight. Another pretty one. Not worth taking a picture of though. I'm going to back and throw on this tree again and see if we can get number 12. There's got to be... The first fish I pulled out of there today was a nice fish. And that wasn't it, so... Let's see if we can pull that first fish out again. And maybe find her life mate. Somebody... Oh, come on. It's getting dark. I can't see My line's twisted up here. There's gotta be someone in charge of that group down there. My line is all tangled around my hook. Just dark enough. It's hard to see it. Come on. Dude, can you come get your dog? Come on, I'm on a hot spot here. Here, loosen up. Can't see this. Right there. There, right there. Thank God for multicolored braid. I was able to see the light spot on the line around the hook. And as I was saying, I keep getting wind wrapped. I don't know why. Dude, shut up. Shut that dog up. Okay, let's try again. I lost count. Was that 11 or 12? I think that was 11 for sure. Oh no, 11 for sure, but possibly 12. I've lost count. Why do you keep getting wrapped up? I think at this point, getting dark enough, it's hard to judge my landing. YouTube is making it look brighter out here than it is. I'm actually thrown into the shadow right on the shoreline, so it's hard to tell how close I am to hit this tree. I love topwater fishing. You can see it, you can feel it, you can hear it. If you really wanted to, you can taste it. So you pretty much use all your senses. I'm gonna head down this way, get away from this dog. I'm gonna slowly head back to the ramp anyhow. I'm not a big fan of being 9 inches off the surface of the water at night with alligators. Just not my bag. So we're gonna slowly make our way back and hope that we catch another fish. Still looking for the big one. Haven't had a hog all night. Had some nice pounders, pound and 3/4, borderline in 2 pounds, but we haven't had any. Definitely haven't had anything over 2.5 pounds. I want a nice 3 or 4 pound. That'd be pretty sweet. But can't complain about 11-day fish. Possibly it's 12. I appreciate you all hanging out with me all night. Well, that's part of the reason. Let's try that. It's a 2-piece pole. The end of the pole had twisted. Maybe why I wasn't casting so straight. Sadly, they don't make this pole in 1 piece. Wish they did, but they don't. Slowly heading back to the ramp. Cleaning up tonight. Cleaning up. It's been a fun night too. We've been doing well on various different baits. Caught a few on jerk bait. Caught a few on Texas rig worm. Caught one on a weighted lipped hook with a zoom speedtail worm on it. And then caught two on that same hook with a fluke body on it. And then obviously before we've caught five we've caught on the top water. So it's been all kinds of just fun equipment tonight. Glurgle, glurgle, glurgle. You never know. I've pulled some last minute hogs before where it's a night like this where things have been good but a lot of dinks, and I'm just desperately throwing this top water as it gets darker and darker, and then just had some nice hogs come out of nowhere and just ready to eat. So there's still an opportunity the next 350 yards of me to pull in a nice fish for the day. But even if not, we've had a good run. No complaints here. No complaints at all. I can't see shit out here. Bloop. It's been 11 bass day. There goes wind wrapped again. About to call it for the day. It's getting dark out here. I can't see. Get my pole entangled. Really need to re-spool all these. Need to buy some line. And now my bait's all tangled up on itself anyhow. So we're gonna call it quits for the night. appreciate y'all hanging out with us. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And we will talk to you all in a few days. Thanks, guys.